Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. I'm going to show you how to change your front brake pads on a 2013 Volkswagen Passat. First thing you need to do is grab just a flathead screwdriver and just pry this little tension spring out of here. And you just pull on it that direction, and then we can set that aside. There's a little opening here in the caliper that you can put a screwdriver through and pry the piston back inside the caliper, and that's just steady, slow force, and then you can see we've got a lot more room in there. Just pry that until it bottoms out, until the piston is pressed back in. Okay, now here in the back of the caliper there's these two little little bolts inside here, but if you just get that same blade screwdriver and pry this cap, this is just a little plastic cap. There's one on the bottom as well. And just pull that, set it aside. Now you're going to need an Allen wrench, or this is a 7mm socket version of an Allen wrench, and you just put that in there where you took off that plastic cap, and we can loosen and remove these bolts. Okay, and we can pull our caliper off. Just be careful not to drop it with that brake line attached. And we can pull the inboard pad out of the caliper, just like that. It sits inside the piston, and then this outboard pad will just come off. Before I put in the new pads, I like to put a little bit of this brake grease on here. This is the Sil Glide from Napa. Seems to keep things pretty quiet, and all I'm doing is just putting this a little bit on the backing plate where it makes contact with other metal parts on the caliper, just kind of around this spring where this piston is going to be pressing against that. And just make sure you don't get any on the brake pad surface itself, and then we can come back over here and just press this into place like that. Same thing with the other pad here. I just want to get a little bit of this brake grease on the back. This has got a nice shim on here, so you don't need a lot, but I like to at least get it on these parts right here where it's going to make contact with this caliper bracket. A little bit on the back, doesn't hurt. It'll keep these ears here where it rides. It'll keep that a little bit quieter as well. Keep it from making too much brake noise. But that one will sit right back in there. Okay, then we can take the whole caliper with the inboard pad and just put it right back down over this area where it was. And then we can put the caliper bolts back in place. Same with that lower caliper bolt. Just slide that in place. Now you can double check with your manual on the torque spec here. but just make them tight so that they're not going to back out. Then we can put these plastic caps back in there. Let's just snap into that little recess. Okay, so the last thing we need to do is put this spring on here, and this kit came with a new one, so I just like to start here at the bottom, just get that one in there, and then make sure this part is behind that part of the caliper bracket. And then this one's a little trickier, but you can see that if you just hold this part in, and I'm going to use some needle nose pliers just to give me a hand here, just take the spring and apply a little bit of force and try to push it into that hole. At the same time, you can just pry it around that part right there. And then, of course, that's not in all the way, so there you go. Just push it in, double check both sides, and you're all set. And that's pretty much everything. Ready to get the tire back on, torque everything down, and get back on down the road. But thanks so much for watching, and good luck.